I've been playing the Ninja Turtles or the Hero Turtles for Dan.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You wouldn't be able to hear.
He
that
now
if
knows
I
what you're
didn't
talking
say it.
about.
Yeah.
The Hyperstone Heist. I've never played that before on the Genesis.
Because you've been all up in your Mega Drive, your EverDrive.
My Mega Drive,
Yeah.
my EverDrive, my Mega EverDrive. I never played it. I've only played, Turtles in Time and the NES ones.
Yep.
And I found it very, very fun because
that was my favorite one on that collection.
Because it was just like so approachable, so beatable. It's a little bit like, yeah. You can, it just felt just approachable, beatable. And there's something about the grunginess of Genesis that I'm not very used to. Like, I did have the this is the Genesis that I grew up with right here. My sister got it for Christmas of 1993. But
it's not quite as smooth as the SNES one, is it? It's kind of like a little bit like chonkier.
I think that helps it. Like,
there's something good about it. Yeah.
The SNES can kind of feel, because it's like a beat 'em up arcadey thing. The SNES can feel a bit like slippy and glidey.
Yeah,
like it's too like loose. Whereas like
you sound like my daughter when she's trying to describe something she can't describe. I'm like, what's wrong?
Thank you.
Like, why won't you eat this? And she'll be like, it's kind of like too slippy and loosey, and it's kind of too poopy and too rooty. Like, okay.
Although, like, I'm sure, like, I beat it in one sitting, so I'm sure that made rental stores or like Genesis, Sega Genesis, very sad when they released it because rental stores took advantage of it. But yeah, it was really fun for me as a dad who just wants to beat a game in one sitting.
Yeah. Did you see Sega Lord X cover that new? There's a ROM hack called Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah. That looks great.
Yeah, that looks really cool. So it's I don't know if Dan knows. It's Streets of Rage. So everybody's done a Streets of Rage mod. Everybody takes Streets of Rage and replaces the characters with Simpsons or with Turtles or whatever. But this time around, they kind of changed everything about Streets of Rage, like every asset in Streets of Rage to match the assets from Shredder's Revenge. So like like for instance, that that awesome sprite animation of Rocksteady in Shredder's Revenge that it's like real fat and he's got like a lot of animation to him. Like they put that in there and it looks like, yeah, like definitely that would be worth putting on your Mega Drive, your Mega EverDrive, which mine should be like in the mail maybe today. In fact, I'm gonna check right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a X station.
Oh, really?
For the PS1.
Are you gonna install it yourself or?
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad to be honest. It looks like the kind of thing.
Soldering iron? You got a soldering iron?
Yeah. I've got it all, EJ.
You've got it all.
Do you solder?
Yeah, I did. I did the GameCubes, didn't I?
That's cool.
So they've got HDMI ports in now.
Oh, nice.
That was my lockdown project. I just sat there and broke GameCubes for like 2 months until I had one that worked.
Yeah, I've definitely done a few amount of soldering projects, and
you were an engineer.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my Super Nintendo.
There was some point in our when we were talking about a movie making nerd where I think you pronounced it written, and they were like,
this guy can't talk. I can't.
Oh, it's Mountain, but now ridden. Do you want to also address? We occasionally get comments that your expressiveness in your eyes looks like you look emotional or like you just cried. I've seen that comment.
That's just what I look like.
That's just my face, sir.
Well, one I have very well.
He's just drunk. Leave him alone.
One, I'm just drunk. One, I have very thick eyelashes, so it looks like I have eyeliner all the time. And I have very red cheeks. I have like rosy red cheeks. Yeah. And it's like little like I put doll makeup rouge on.
It's just as
ladies pinch.
It's just the way I've been. Yeah, ladies pinch like a
Somebody said they were like, because you speak like a little bit slowly too, so they're like, oh, he sounds like he's drunk or whatever, and somebody said they started accidentally playing one of our videos at like 0.75 speed, and they're like, EJ sounded fucking wasted.
Yeah.
I've got rougey red cheeks.
I got the ladies pinch.
Big eyelashes.
I do. People say, are you wearing eyeliner? It's like, no.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.